Hello, how are you doing, people? Barnabas here. It's been a while. Today, I would like to answer this question: which is the cheapest, fastest, the most popular visa that can bring you to Australia? But before I do that, a quick disclaimer: I am not a registered immigration agent. If you need a specific help, and the information that I'm going to share is basically general in nature and should be treated as such. If you need a specific help with immigration issues, please contact a registered immigration agent. If you're finding it difficult to get one, I can help with that. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. So this question often comes to me: Barnabas, which is the easiest, the cheapest, quickest, or the most popular visa that can bring me to Australia? I want to answer that question. For simplicity purposes, I will discuss them in three broad categories, and I will discuss three things. Number one is the fees, how much it costs to apply for the visa. Number two is the process time, how long does it take to get your visa after applying for it. And number three is the conditions of the visa. The first one is visitor's visa, number 600. It costs only 190 Australian dollars to apply for the visa, and it takes the shortest time to process. That's between 10 to 33 days. And it has the following conditions. Number one, you must not have any other intention apart from visit. So at the time you're applying, your intention is basically to come and visit, and you're not intending to work or staying longer after your visit. Number two, you must have enough cash to keep you in Australia for the time that you're visiting. Number three, you must be outside Australia at the time that you're applying for visitor's visa. And number four, you must not work in Australia. Having stated the conditions, please note that this is a 12 months visa, so you can stay in Australia for 1 year, and you might also be allowed to study for a maximum of 3 months. Now, you never know what will happen after your 3-month study in Australia. That's really up to you. The second category of visa is student's visa. It's a very popular visa because majority of immigrants came here as students. Now, this visa costs between $650 to 710 Australian dollars to apply. The processing time for student visa is 4 weeks, so it's relatively quick. This visa allows you to stay, work, study in Australia for up to 5 years. And after your graduation, you might be given an additional 3 to 5 years graduate visa. Now, these are the conditions for student's visa. At the time of application, you might be asked to show proof of funds for up to 25,000 Australian dollars. You must also be of the right age to be a student. So if you're too old, probably not going to qualify. You'll also be required to have health insurance. And at the moment, while you're studying in Australia, you're only allowed to work 48 hours a fortnight. So while this is a quick and easier visa to process, majority don't come on this visa because they don't have funds. And in my opinion, it's really difficult to get scholarship. And the last category is what I would call skilled work visas. And this is the most expensive visas because it ranges between 450 Australian dollars to 4,640. Now, the cheapest being 450 is a training visa, which is a workplace-based training, which is this kind of visa where you come from your country and you get sponsored in Australia by an employer and you train under them. Still under skilled work visa is a short-term or provisional visas that cost about 1,455 Australian dollars, and you can stay and be sponsored to work for 4 years. The rest of the visas cost up to 4,640, and they are permanent resident visas. That means you can stay in Australia indefinitely, and you also stand a chance of becoming a citizen of Australia after staying here for a while. The processing time for skilled work visas are slightly longer, between 3 to 9 months. These are the conditions for the skilled work visas. Number one, that your skill must be in the skill occupation list. If you don't know what that means, please watch my other videos. Number two, you must also go through skill assessment. And that again, if you don't know, please watch my other videos. Number three, you must satisfy the point test criteria. That is, you must have at least 65 points. The higher points you have, the quicker you will be invited to apply for a visa. Now, quickly, let me explain how you score points. Number one, you score points on your level of academic qualification. Number two, you score points on the number of years of relevant work experience that you have after your graduation. Number three, you also score points on English capability, and here you'll be required to sit English test. And then lastly, you score points on your age. Generally, if you're in the working age, the more points you will score. But the older you are, the less points you will have. If you're past 45 years, then you do not qualify for skilled immigration. Now, over to you. Assess your qualification and your situation and decide the kind of visa that you want to pursue. For example, if you've just graduated from high school, it is impossible to come as a skilled worker. But whatever you decide to do, I want to wish you all the best and know that I'm always here if you want to ask any general question. All right, that's all I had for you today. If you love my videos, please give them a like, share them, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on TikTok. Till next time, my name is Barnabas, the son of encouragement. Bye-bye, and God bless you.